It has been more than 5 years since the release of GTA 5, and now it's time to replay and contemplate about its good old story. Perhaps you will find some new insights about the success rules of the 3 psychopaths and apply to your own journey of life. Let's get right into the video. 8 success rules we've learned from GTA 5. Rule number 1. Think and dream big. The 3 characters in GTA 5 might be violent and crazy, but they all share a way of thinking that is key to success: thinking big.
Since I was a little kid, I dreamt big. I've always wanted to be an international drug dealer.
Thinking big is a magical game changer that broadens your perspective and allows you to see more opportunities. For example, Franklin did not care about being the best employee of the month for some dodgy car dealer. In his mind, he deserved to be making big money, and when he came across Michael, who was retired early, he knew that it was an opportunity.
What can I do for you?
Shit, I just came by to see if there's something I can help you with. I see you doing well for yourself.
And he took the risk and gained respect and trust from Michael, becoming the most indispensable member of the big scores. I'm not telling you to quit your job and go rob a bank. I'm saying that the bigger your vision, the larger the potential for your success, making your life easier and more fun.
Sweet mother shit.
Rule number 2. Know who you are dealing with. Law 19 of the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene is know who you are dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Michael caught his wife Amanda cheating with the tennis coach while he escaped into a hillside mansion in Vinewood Hills. Michael thought he would teach him a spectacular lesson. The lesson was indeed very expensive, as he pulled the whole house down with his uncontrollable rage. His peaceful and boring life of a retired criminal ended with a mountain of debts, costing him a few millions. If he had taken some time in plotting his revenge, he would have found out the actual owner of the mansion was Martin Madrazo, who was the head of a powerful drug cartel operating between the US and Mexico. Definitely not someone to mess with at the time, as he has the power to chase Michael down for the rest of his life.
Did you pull an architectural, significant, modernist wonder home down the hillside in Vinewood Hills?
Rule number 3. Use desperation and necessity to push you forward. Many of us would think that a life that is safe and secure is the ideal and realistic life we should be aiming for. However, the truth is that security and prosperity also present a serious danger. Just look at Michael before he got into trouble with Madrazo. All he did was watching old movies and drinking whiskey and getting into petty arguments with his family. His past success and wealth got rid of his need to act and made him lazy and soft. It also spoiled his son Jimmy to the level that he was only capable of playing video games and jerking off every day. So money cannot buy happiness. It can only make you feel awfully comfortable while being miserable. However, when Michael got himself into serious trouble, as Madrazo forced him to finance his house rebuild, this necessity pushed him to the edge. He desperately thought of ways that he could make back the millions as quickly as possible. He suddenly feels more energetic and alive being back in the game, even surpassing his previous achievements as a criminal. This is the right mentality we need in the face of any difficult situation. Use it as a driving force that will propel you forward and transcend your past success. Rule number 4. Be a definite, firm, bold, and controlled monster. Trevor is the most murderous psychopath in GTA 5.
Cut! Who the fuck are you speaking to?
But still, maybe there is something positive that we could learn from him and apply to our lives. The first good thing noticeable about his character is that he is very definite about everything he says and does.
If I say something is going to happen, it's going to. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but as soon as the moment is opportune.
Every act of him was directed to his ambitious goals of the Trevor Phillips industry, to be the biggest drugs and arms dealer in the country. He is like the devil, who is evil by nature, but at the same time never forgets about his purpose of being evil. He is also firm on his stance, bold on his hair and actions, just a bit too violent of a monster to be socially acceptable. If you want to be successful in real life, make sure you control your aggressive and violent impulse and channel it into something more socially acceptable, like this guy. Or that guy.
Just go away.
Shit. Fuck you!
Just remember, don't be the nice guy.
You're not a man at all. Bob's right about you.
Oh, who's Bob?
Rule number 5. Observe and find out each man's weakness. Everyone has a weakness. Michael is a bitter, cynical, stubborn, and sarcastic man, regularly going to psychotherapy but having a hard time getting any results. For some people, the weakness might be an insecurity, uncontrollable emotion, or some kind of secret pleasure. For Michael, it was his obsession with the movies in the 80s. Devin Weston saw it right away and turned Michael's indifferent, not give a fuck about anything attitude
I don't give a fuck what you want, pencil neck.
to hope and excitement by offering him the connection with his favorite director Solomon, and made stubborn Michael willingly work for him.
Bullshit. Solomon Richards, the movie producer?
An associate producer?
I'd love that.
We'll talk soon. I gotta go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Lester also used this strategy well on the planning of the heist.
Wait right here. We'll see if anything about their routine suggests a weakness.
By focusing on the opponent's weakness, it takes much less resources, risk, and manpower to pull off the heist, and greatly increases the chance of success. Rule number 6. If your goal seems realistic, it is simply not big enough. 90% of the people in the world are insecure. They overestimate the competition and underestimate themselves. The truth is you are better than you think. Even the criminals in GTA 5 had a big dream. Michael, Trevor, and Lester had always dreamed of robbing the Union Depository, which would be the masterpiece of making the impossible possible. The performance of their art that would make history, their one last big score. Don't you see how much more adrenaline and excitement were poured into their hearts while they planned and execute this unrealistically big score?
It's great to be back in business, huh? Let's bring it on.
The big one! The big one!
If you have realistic goals, you are certainly getting somewhere, but you are also limiting yourself to an average level of ambition. They are most likely not inspiring and exciting enough to set yourself on the fire of enthusiasm. And realistic goals will make you more likely to settle into the lifestyle of the mediocre. So ask yourself, are you going to accept boredom and security as a tolerable status quo? Or are you going to sacrifice your comfort and security for the adventure of pursuing real financial freedom? Rule number 7. Avoid spending time with losers. Let go of everything that's stopping you. Lamar is Franklin's best friend since childhood, but they are quite the opposite to each other. Lamar is always proud to be the low-level gangbanger of the street. He's a bit dumb with his mind stuck in the past, but instead of seeking improvements, he blindly chased after money. That's why he accepted almost all money-making deals that were rip-offs and constantly gets himself and Franklin into unnecessary and dangerous situations. It is when Franklin finally decided to keep a distance from Lamar, instead associating himself with Michael as his mentor, that he was able to finally get to the next level and move up from the ghetto up to the Vinewood Hills. There was a saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The people you spend the most time with shape who you are. They have a big influence over your thinking, attitudes, and behaviors. So you must first have a vision for yourself. Decide who is the person that you would like to become. If the friends that you spend time with do not align with your vision and your ideal self, or even show envy or doubts over your actions or ideas, maybe it is time to let them go, so that they can't drag you down while you're taking off.
Well, you gotta get him off. Do a roll or something. While the man on my wing presents no immediate danger, I'll do my best to oblige you.
Rule number 8. Have guts and commit all the way to success. In the story of GTA 5, there are 2 traits from the crazy criminals that can also make them a successful real-life entrepreneur. Of course, without all the killings. That is guts and commitment. Guts is the willingness to take risks, to make bold plans and actions, doing whatever it takes to achieve their dream. Commitment is the willingness to sacrifice everything unrelated to their goals and going all the way in consistent preparations and practice. If you have stayed this far in the video, you are already more committed than 90% of the gamers out there. So it is time to ask yourself, what is it that you really want in life, and how bad do you want it? How willing and what are you going to sacrifice? Someday we must put down our gaming controllers and take actions, so that there will be chances that good shit happens in our lives, which some people only regard as good luck. Make someday today. Stop waiting for the release of GTA 6, and who knows, maybe you'll become one hardworking crazy motherfucker when it comes out finally. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped to make you feel more motivated to achieve your goals in life. If you like more motivation from video games, maybe like and subscribe, or leave a comment below if GTA 5 has motivated you in any way.